Hey guys, this video is going to come at you kind of late. I made one yesterday to try and help with question 4B and question 6. Didn't go well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it again today in a different format. Hopefully this will work. So question 4B wanted you to solve for x. So what we need to do is consider that this is going to be undefined. And this we can just solve for x, and that'll give us our two critical values. The first thing we got to do is make it all equal to 0. So we have x plus 5 over x minus 2 minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. Common denominator, x plus 5 minus 3, x minus 2, all over x minus 2. Greater than or equal to 0. X plus 5 minus 3x plus 6, because I'm going to get rid of the brackets by expanding. X minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. I'm going kind of quick because I need to make them short, I think. Combine like terms. Negative 2x plus 11 over x minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. Now that we're at this point, we can find our critical values. So we want to know when x will be 0. So x minus 2 equals 0. So when x is equal to 2, we have an undefined spot because the denominator cannot equal 0. Then we have negative 2x plus 11 equal to 0. Negative 2x equals negative 11. I really picked bad numbers. I just made this question up in my head. X equals 11 over 2. Positive 11 over 2, which is what? 5.5. For those of you who love the decimal world. Now, I gotta check my space. So, I'm gonna move this question over here a bit. We'll just have that other question up there for when we get to it. What we need to do is make our sign table. X is 2, x is 5.5. What's going on in between? Let's try x equal to 0, and what do we get? So we sub that into negative 2x plus 11. So negative 2, 0, plus 11 over 0 minus 2. And that's going to give us 11 over negative 2. Interesting. Just seeing how that works with that over there. So that's a negative. So that makes that negative, this positive, that negative. We want our answer to be greater than or equal to. So that means we want it positive. So in this particular question, x will be greater than or equal to 2. But less than or equal to 5.5. Alright, so the reason why is because negative here, we sub that in here just to even check that, 0, so we get 5 over negative 2 greater than or equal to 3. Not a true statement. So only true statements for this original will be between 2 and 5.5. So that's one. Question 6 looks something similar to this. Same idea, we got to worry about our critical values. And in this particular question, we want our situations where it can't be undefined or cross the x-axis. Now, because it's 1 over, everything to do with the denominator can't be 0. So, what do we know? X squared plus x minus 2 cannot equal 0, but it also cannot be less than 0. So we need x squared plus x minus 2 to be greater than x squared plus x minus 2 has to be greater than 0. Because it's the denominator and I can't have a negative under the radical. So that gets rid of the greater than or equal to because of the denominator being 0. So what we got to do is find our critical values. X squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. Factor. So I get x plus 2, x minus 1 equals 0. X equals negative 2, or x equals 1. Now something I didn't do on my last sign diagram was my critical values that are undefined need to be dotted lines. Now because these are making the denominator equal to 0, which is not possible, these are undefined. So I have negative 2 and 1. Those are my only critical values. So with that, I need to figure out one possible situation of what's going on. Here, I'm going to let x equal 0. Where's that at? That's right here. So that's going to tell us what's going on between negative 2 and 1. So I get 0 plus 2, 0 minus 1. So that's 2 times negative 1, which is negative 2. So that makes this negative. Alternate signs, positive, positive. Now, we need to figure out the domain. So, what do we got? Our values can't be negative under the radical, so we can't have between negative 2 and 1. So what's going to happen is our domain x has to be less than, can't be equal to negative 2 because it's going to make 0, less than, what am I doing? Negative 2, or x has to be greater than 1. Anything in between can't happen. So that becomes our domain. I hope that helps you guys complete question 6 and question 4.